Hello and welcome back to more Pauper. If you weren't aware, High Tide just got unbanned. And that is so exciting because I'm in love with this card. It's one of my favorite combo cards of all time. I will go on record saying I think this was a mistake for Wizards to do this. Maybe not necessarily due to the power level of this deck, but because of the gameplay loops that it enforces. It's very time consuming, but it's also super strong. So we'll see what it ends up being. I posted a video before, and I was pretty happy with that list, but there's one thing I was missing, and it was a single copy of Dizzy Spell. This card is incredible in this deck for a whole host of reasons. I had many times in the last round where I had infinite mana, and I wanted to go off, and I just couldn't. Or I wanted to kill them, and I just couldn't because Merchant Scroll, my win count is Stream of Thought. Merchant Scroll can't grab Stream of Thought. Muddle the Mixture can't grab Stream of Thought. And so there's no, there's a lot of times when I had one of these in my hand and I was trying to dig for a way to get to Stream of Thought and I couldn't. With Dizzy Spell, you can Merchant Scroll for Dizzy Spell and then transmute Dizzy Spell for Stream of Thought. Or you can Muddle the Mixture for Merchant Scroll and then Merchant Scroll for Dizzy Spell and then Dizzy Spell for Stream of Thought. That might sound convoluted, but this is a situation we're talking where you have infinite mana, so it doesn't really matter. So these lines make the deck so much more consistent because now with one card in your deck, you can do all those things. And this acts as another copy of High Tide. So, a lot of very common line is to Merchant Scroll for High Tide. This is 1 mana more, this one. It's not that bad. So, you get an extra copy of High Tide in your deck by running this. I wouldn't be surprised if more than one copy of Dizzy Spell is optimal. That's where I'm starting. The other thing is it grabs Giga Drowse, and Giga Drowse is so good in certain matchups. So just having another access to that, also quite good. And sometimes you do just want to get a reach through Mists. This card I'm very impressed with, so happy about it. The other thing that I noticed is I didn't quite realize this, but Ghostly Flicker is kind of just better than Snap most of the time because you could just Ghostly Flicker 2 lands. It's basically 1 mana more than Snap. But it can generate mana that way. So the fail case of Ghostly Flicker is much lower than Snap because if your opponent's not playing creatures, then you can't really do anything with it. So trying 2 and 1, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some different optimal way there. The other thing I wanted is more cantrips. So last time I had 3 Ponder, 1 Brainstorm. I'm up to 4 Ponder, 1 Brainstorm, and 2 Preordain. Every time I've failed was either not hitting lands early or hitting too many lands late, and this should just smooth things out a little bit. It does add a little bit of mana overhead to the deck, but I very rarely was cut on mana when I was actually going off. It was mostly cards that I was limited on, and so this just makes it less likely that we flood or get mana screwed, things like that. The sideboard, honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing, so we're just trying stuff. We'll see what happens with that. Red deck seemed to be the hardest, so I added another anti-red spell, although Dispel kind of does the same thing, so maybe I don't even need that. We'll see what happens. See you all round 1. Yeah, we'll keep this. These Preordains are going crazy. Look at this. High Tide, Reach Through Mist, Peer Through Depths, Preordain. I'm very happy with all the additional cantrips. They make the deck so much more consistent. Is this land destruction? I hope not. Brainstorm, Peer Through Depths. I'm looking for lands. I think I bought them Peer Through Depths because I just want to hit lands. But if I Brainstorm, put that on top. I can Brainstorm and then Peer Through Depths to clear out the things I put back on top. I think this is just an all-out race. So, okay, Lorien Revealed is perfect. So I get to go land. Brainstorm, Lorien Revealed. Do I set up for a turn 3 win? Being on the draw here is pretty sad. Thermokarst. Yeah. Brainstorm. Wow. I wish I had Muddle the Mixture. That'd be so sick, actually. I want to keep that in my hand. Ideas Unbound is better than Peer Through Depths. Next turn, I'm going to have 2 mana, which is not enough, but I'll have Muddle the Mixture to counter a Thermokarst. And I'll get rid of a Reach Through Mists. And I'll cycle this for a land. That's dead. Okay, this is great, because now I can Muddle the Mixture to counter their next thing trying to kill a land. I want more Muddle the Mixtures in the sideboard. Another Lorien Revealed. Play an island. So I can go high tide into high tide, and I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I can ideas unbound. It feels like it's probably going to be promising. I could also wait 1 turn and just lure and revealed if they try and kill another land. I'm going to do that. This currently doesn't help my hand, so if I trade this for something else and they just go another acid moss, it's like rough, but I'm in the same spot I was last turn, basically. But this could, like my next draw step could be something useful. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. They have 3 cards in hand. Yeah, we're gonna wait. If they double kill my lands here, it's gonna be rough. If they just kill 1, it's fine. If they don't kill any, that's also fine. I imagine they drop like an initiative card. Sure. That's amazing. I mean, this card is ridiculously strong, but it's something I can snap. And, okay. Little bit of mana here. High tide. High tide? High tide. Nice land destruction. That's hilarious. Let's ponder. Psychic puppetry is the one that I want. So put this on top, then this. Use the ability, no. Then I get to puppetry, or no. Peer through depths, splice puppetry, add mana, because that's how this works. do I want another high tide? I don't think I need another high tide. I think the way I lose this is by running out of mana, so let's ponder. Then I have 6. Let's ideas unbound here. It's nice playing the big draw spells. Okay, so Archaeomancer's on the bottom, so I'm just gonna Ghostly Flicker for more mana here. And this is a trick that I've learned. This deck is actually very skill intensive. Okay. Then I can ponder. Merchant Scroll, peer through. Oh my gosh, yeah. Put on top, put on top, put on top. Don't shuffle. This is 11 mana, so I actually want a Lorien revealed first. Because I want to hit another Psychic Puppetry. Yeah. This 6. So I can just Merchant Scroll for a Psychic Puppetry and probably win, but I think that's a little greedy because I'm just likely to hit it anyway this way. So let's do some Reach Through Mist, splicing this. Okay, now I can just do this. For Puppetry, Reach Through Mists, Splice, Splice. Reach Through Mists, Splice, Splice. Lorien revealed. Okay. Ponder first. Archaeomancer is great. Shuffle no, and I think this just wins. I can Archaeomancer. This will get back Ghostly Flicker. Yep, and that's infinite mana. Right, I have 7. Now I have 8. Okay, let's try and make this go a little bit faster. Let's Merchant Scroll for a high tide. Then I can peer through depths, placing puppetry and puppetry. I'm gonna grab an ideas unbound. It is a little rough that both puppetries are now on the bottom, so I don't love that. Ideas unbound, splicing puppetry and puppetry. Let's preordain bottom, top the ghost. Oh, actually, I don't even need Ghostly Flicker here. We're sort of just digging for the last win con here. I don't like need to. I can get there anyway, but there we go. Stream of thought. Now they know I have the win condition. So if they want to make me play it out, they can. We'll come back when I'm done. Oh, the opponent didn't feel like conceding, so now we will kill them. 48 is divisible by 4 how many times? 48 divided by 4. 12 times, so I will replicate this. I always like to be safe. I'll replicate it 12 times. Technically, I only have to replicate it 11 times. So they're just standard kill your boys deck. Unfortunately, they're probably going to run Hydroblasts now. People, what I'm learning from this is people really don't value their own time. Like, yes, I could time out in a future game. It's possible. Is it worth spending like 20 minutes of your time waiting for like the 5% chance that I time out? Like, you're welcome to do whatever you want. That is the rules of competitive Magic. But this isn't like a pro tour. This is just like a league at 10:30 at night. Like, I don't. Would you have something better to do? It always bothers me. They probably are gonna bring in some red blasts. This is probably a rough matchup, to be honest. So what do I want to cut? Snap can help me stay alive, but it is kind of awkward and like against their initiative things. Maybe I cut a ghostly flicker, because I can also go infinite with Archaeomancer, and at least Snap is like interaction. They almost certainly have red blast in their sideboard, right? Yeah, I think I need something that counters sorceries. There probably is like 1 mana counter target sorcery. I can cut a Preordain for 2 blue elemental blasts. Actually, yeah, let's just do 3 blue elemental blasts and we'll cut 1. I can't cut any of the arcanes because those are like the best cards in the deck. Muddle the Mixture is also pretty good here. Cut another Preordain. Wow, this hand. Double high. Every time I see 2 high tides, it is so glorious. And Ideas Unbound Puppetry. This hand is like a turn 3 win. Turn 4. We'll see. I keep forgetting that they're playing land destruction, which is just gross. Again, not they're welcome to play whatever they want. Just gross in this specific situation where I'm not running that many lands. They mulled to 5 though, so I don't know how much they could really do here. Archaeomancer is such a bad draw. Maybe I should have cut it. Let's go down to 1 Archaeomancer here. Topia Sprawl, you got it. Okay, Island here is great. Merchant Scroll. They play land destruction. How much do I care? Then they're tapped out. This is hard. I don't know how to play this. I can go grab like so many different things here. I can get snapped because with Archaeomancer I actually have infinite mana. Actually, that is lethal, right? I go High Tide, Archaeomancer. How much mana do I need? High Tide. 2 High Tides active is 4 mana, so I can't Archaeomancer into snap. But I can Ideas Unbound and stuff. I could just grab another High Tide. I'm just gonna do that. If they try and kill a land, that's rough. But I think they need to get like pressure in play. Okay, can they kill a land? They have 1 card in hand. A lot of mana, but I draw land. How many times can you kill a land, my friend? I only need 3 lands to win. Okay, Writhing Chrysalis isn't that scary. I can actually play this quite slow if I need to, especially if I draw more lands. Ponder is excellent. Let's start with a Ponder. Brainstorm, Ghostly Flicker, Peer Through Depths. I mean, I'm just killing them next turn if everything goes right. Ghostly Flicker Archaeomancer is lethal here. High Tide. Ghostly Flicker Archaeomancer. So, put this on top. Put this on top. Put this on top. Don't shuffle. Play the island. Pass turn. If they do nothing, I like super win. We'll see what they have here. Last card is a boarding party. Okay. Arbor Elf. Okay, this is game over. Easy as that. I'm pretty sure. I need to like triple check this. So I can go High Tide. All of my islands tap for 4. Peer Through Depths is mana positive. So, and I want Ghostly Flicker because that's just lethal. So yeah. High tide. High tide. High tide. Ideas Unbound, splice this. Tap for sure. Play a land. I forgot I even have that. 9 mana. So I can go Chaomancer. Get back Ideas Unbound. Play Ideas Unbound. Splice this. Please don't make me go through this, opponent. Alright. They have no cards in hand. This is infinite mana again. Oh my gosh, they conceded. Thank you. Look at, if they had just conceded before, we would both have 10 minutes more in the world. All right. That was, I mean, just disgusting. So we'll see you next round. Hey everyone. I've been working on this new project in secret for a while now, and I'm super excited to finally be able to show it off. This is Azoth, a strategic deck building card game with a twist. Your only goal in this game is to draw through your entire deck. That sounds easy, right? Well, it might not be as easy as you think. As you progress, you're going to face increasingly challenging rituals and curses that push your strategic thinking to the limit. To overcome these challenges, you'll need to master the game's unique resource system. Instead of just paying mana costs, you'll need to create strategic links, either sequences of numbers, groups of matching valences, or sets of the same element. Each card is a valence number that determines how many cards you need in a link to be able to play it. A valence 1 card is easy, just play it by itself, but valence 6, you'll either need 6 cards of the same element, 6 cards with identical valence numbers, or a sequence from 1 to 6. The higher the valence, the more powerful the effect, but the harder it is to actually get on the table. Azoth will be launching a demo on Steam very soon, so be sure to go give it a wishlist so you can play it right when that happens. Oh, right, we're playing against Gas and Par. This hand's great. We're going to keep it. Got Merchant Scroll for High Tide, Snap for interaction. Playing against Artifact Affinity. That's the name of the deck. So, quite a few options here. I think I'm just going to start with a Preordain. Merchant Scroll Island. So, I can go Merchant Scroll for High Tide next turn. I actually kind of like both of these, to be honest. Put this on top, put this on top. Don't shuffle. This way, I don't have to Lorien Revealed for a land, and I get to go, like, Merchant Scroll into Brainstorm Merchant Scroll. And my opponent's, you know, doing some stuff over there. This will be fun. Maybe I should run more Snap, because it is pretty good against some decks. Okay, we grab High Tide, the namesake. Now, I think the thing that's best against this deck, and the thing I don't have sideboard for, is Duress. Duress, taking High Tide, I can't really, like, counterspell. Dispel doesn't stop it. There's not, like, a good 1-mana stop a Duress card. Refurbished Familiar is less of a problem. In this case, I think I will discard the Snap. I don't want to snap a Refurbished Familiar. This... Wait, what the heck? They printed draw 2 cards, create a map? Okay. They basically printed another version of the card they banned. That's funny. So we're going to start with a Brainstorm here, because I'm going to Merchant Scroll. I think that makes sense to me. Wow, okay. Well, it's kind of easy. Put these 2 back. Play this. Merchant Scroll for another High Tide. Pass turn. You take 2. Another Familiar. Okay, this is a little bit more awkward. What do I want to discard in this spot? Archaeomancer represents a lot of value, but it is a lot of mana investment as well, and right now we're being choked on mana. So I guess I will discard Archaeomancer. Glinthawk. Wow, okay, this is pretty spicy. I have actually not played against Affinity yet with this deck, so... Maybe I want to Steel Sabotage to counter Refurbished Familiar. Discard another card. Here I will discard Island because I can always cycle Lorien Revealed for an island. Reach through Mists. So we'll Ponder. Island, Lorien Revealed, Merchant Scroll. So I'm gonna need like big card draw here. So I don't want to have to cycle my Lorien Revealed for anything. I think what I'm going to do... This is kind of tough. I guess I can reach through Mists into the Merchant Scroll here. Maybe I don't want the merchant scroll. Let me think about this. Because I'm going to go high tide, high tide. So this is going to cost blue. Next turn, I'll high tide have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So I can Lorien Revealed with 2 mana left. So don't think I want Lorien Revealed. I can get Island Merchant Scroll here. I think I probably just want to do that. Island, play this, grab the Merchant Scroll, play the Merchant Scroll. And Merchant Scroll will grab Psychic Puppetry or just another High Tide. Honestly, probably just another High Tide makes sense to me. So if they discard a card, we're actually kind of in a bit of a problem. Take some damage here. They hit a land off the Explorer. Okay. And they are discarding the hand size. I will play this land and pass turn. I think waiting one more turn is fine. If they make me discard one more High Tide, it's okay. I'm at 12, so they didn't have a discard spell last turn. If they had it, they would have totally played it. Okay. Let's do this. High Tide. High Tide? High Tide. Lorien Revealed. We're playing this first because if we hit the untap thing, we want to be able to untap with Ideas Unbound. Then we ponder. Okay. Muddle the Mixture, Ghostly Flicker, Psychic Puppetry. Yeah, I actually like all of these. Don't shuffle. So I get to... I guess I'll keep the land in hand for now. There's no, like, big reason to play it, just in case I need to, like, bring... Like, if Ephemerate Refurbished Familiar, it would be good to have this to discard. Use the ability, yes. We will untap. Okay, so... I mean, we have a ton of mana here. I think there's an Archaeomancer in the discard, so we're going to have to do this the hard way. I'll use the ability, yep, untap. Let's preordain. Puppetry on top is amazing. Now I get to peer through depths, puppetry, puppetry. And this is so much mana. I have 3 active High Tides, I think. Let's grab Ideas Unbound. It's a lot of cards. I don't think the order matters, really. Untap, untap. Play these. Now I can play the land because I have more here. Cast this, place this, and this. And honestly, we're probably just going to go off enough where we could just naturally kill our opponent with just all the mana we're going to hit. Peer through depths, puppetry, puppetry. We can grab... Stream of Thought is a win con, but I currently only have Peer through depths, so I guess Lorien Revealed works here. I can muddle the mixture for a draw 3. Yeah, I'll grab a Lorien Revealed. I'm just gonna cast this. Okay, perfect. Let's ponder. Reach through mists and islands. I'll shuffle. Okay, peer through depths, perfect. Let's grab reach through mists. And I actually am probably going to end up getting Stream of Thought here, so use the ability, yes. Ton of mana. Ideas Unbound. Splice, splice. Okay, another High Tide. Perfect. so much mana. Peer through depths. Actually, let's just play another Lorien Revealed in this spot, I think. Because I really want to hit Archaeomancer would be good. Okay, we'll do this. Splice, splice. Grab this. Okay, Archaeomancer is on the bottom of the deck now. Play Lorien Revealed. Merchant Scroll. Grab the last Psychic Puppetry. So now we can just get a ton of mana here. Splice. 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 Yeah, this is so much mana. Okay, do this again. Place, 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 place. Okay. Again, each one of these adds 5 mana, I think. Or +4, I think is what it is. This is so crazy. So I have 47. So let's play Archaeomancer. This is gonna grab Snap. Let me attempt to Ghostly Flicker Archaeomancer. See if they have removal. Okay, well, they're just gonna let me do that, I guess. Okay, so that's gonna get back all of that. Is there a Muddle the Mixture in my hand? There is. So I think I just win now. Because I can Ponder. Shuffle this. Where's my win con? Is it in my deck somewhere? I guess I could transmute this for it. Perfect. Grab Stream of Thought. So we're going to Stream of Thought with Replicate a few times, but I guess I'll Ghostly Flicker this just to get a little bit extra mana. Like, they know I have the win con. Okay, now I know they have removal. So we do this. They do that. Then we get to Snap. Untap these two. That fails. That'll blink that. That fails. That'll blink that. So I just got a little more info from them, basically. They're tapped out, so I can Stream of Thought with Replicate, targeting them. And I need to replicate this 10 times. So I target them with everything. And we can put back all my card draw, right? Reach through mists. Ghostly Flickers. It's probably enough. They have no cards in bin. Let's Archaeomancer. Snap. Snap the Archaeomancer. So I can hold up Muddle the Mixture. Or no, I don't even have to do that. Get back Snap. Snap you. Play him again. Get back Ghostly Flicker. Snap, whatever, it doesn't matter. And pass turn. And they die. Okay. They're just wasting my clock, which is pretty valid, I guess. So they're probably gonna have some amount of counter magic. I didn't see any red. I'm not super in tune with like the affinity metagame. Maybe I'll look up a deck list. Maybe I'm going crazy. I can't find an affinity list in the top 10. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what's happening. Part of me wants to try Dispel. I didn't see any red as far as I'm aware. I'll bring in one Dispel just so I can grab it. Like, I'll be happy to have it if I need it. And I think Snap is pretty awkward against a archetype that just wants to do the thing. I think I want Petals of Insight. They might have a bunch of removal, and this gives me another like all-in win con. They could also discard, so I wouldn't be too mad about another Stream of Thought. For cuts, we'll go down 1 Archaeomancer, 1 Ghostly Flicker. Petals of Insight gives me like another just easy win condition, so we'll try that. Yeah, because I still have the Archaeomancer Flicker win. Okay. It is interesting that Archaeomancer Ghostly Flicker requires the same amount of lands to win as Archaeomancer Snap. Or the same amount of active high tides, I mean. Honestly, I'm going to keep this hand. Their deck is based on familiar, like making me discard. That's the biggest threat. So mulliganing is bad. And like this deck is pretty mulligan resistant. It's pretty discard resistant. So I'm not too mad about it. A lot of times you just want to make land drops. That's also fine. I think I need to F6 a lot. I'm not going to peer through depths yet. The problem is I'm holding up Muddle the Mixture in case they have like discard. Okay. I actually have a very sick play here. I'm going to peer through depths, then their upkeep, tapping down Orzhov Basilica with Psychic Puppetry. I need to make more plays like this, I think. This is some sick interaction that you don't normally get to do. Okay, I think Merchant Scroll is probably the play here. Oh! Wait, what? Oops. Okay, so if it is tapped and you say yes, then it untaps it. Well, the play was right, I just need to learn how to interface this. I take one. Hopefully they don't use the mana for anything too scary. Nope, they do. Whenever this creature or another artifact enters, each opponent loses 1 life. Well, that's actually pretty rough. They would have been so short on mana this turn, but it's the thought that counts, right? Another island is a little rough. Merchant Scroll or High Tide. Holding up Muddle the Mixture. Taking 4 now. Down to 13. Okay, Inspector. This card's kind of sick, actually. Might want that in my cube. I've never seen this before. It's a little expensive. Yep, familiar. So I might have to go for it next turn, to be honest. Discard an island, because we have so many. Jeez. At this point, I will discard an island, because I'm likely to hit one. If I go High Tide, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Not a ton. If I Tide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I muddle the mixture for the thing that taps for draws 3, I'll have enough to do that and Psychic Puppetry once. But then I'll only have 2 mana left after I do that. I could draw land and then I'll go up to 4 mana. I think discarding land does make sense. Okay. Yeah, and I think I want to keep this Lorien Revealed. Although I could cycle Lorien Revealed, get another island. I would have to draw 4 blanks in a row to whiff this turn. So I go High Tide, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Transmute Muddle the Mixture for 3. Go down to 3 mana. Play Ideas Unbound with this. Draw and untap. I think I'm going to cycle this for a land. Might regret it if I top deck a land. Wow, that's a lot of mana. I also regret it if I top deck Psychic Puppetry, to be honest. Let's go High Tide. Transmute. Ideas Unbound. Yeah. Well, we've got a hit. Cast and Splice. This here. This here. This here. Okay, I have a ton of mana now. Like, so much mana. Merchant Scroll. Can get any instant. It's probably just Peer Through Depths. Pretty unlikely to miss. I'm gonna Ghostly Flicker my lands. Because that's +1 mana that lets me get max value out of my puppetries. Yeah, discarding the land was definitely a mistake. We'll see though. Petals of Insight. That's with 3 puppetries, that's 8 mana to make 6. That's interesting. If I had another High Tide, this would be infinite. It is a draw 3. I'm gonna get there's only 1 active High Tide, right? Yeah, the single active High Tide makes this pretty rough. If I Petals of Insight, I go down to like no mana. I think I gotta grab Ponder here. Ponder. Okay, this is decent. Cast this, place this, this, and this. I don't know, I actually might die. Oh, this Reach Through Miss is so clutch. Place this. Here. Here. Yeah, having 1 active High Tide makes this pretty rough. Also, drawing my second Stream of Thought is quite rough as well. So let's Psychic Puppetry here, splicing this one. Oh no, Magic Online. Here, this one here. Now I can Lorien Revealed. Okay. I like Peer Through Depths first. Splice. 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 Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this High Tide. I think that's the way I need to win this. I gotta get really lucky off this Brain Freeze. Or Brainstorm. Go High Tide. And I can't think of anything else I can really do, so let's just play Brainstorm. Lorien revealed. So we put these two back. And again, I have to do the play of Psychic Puppetry, Puppetry, Puppetry. Tap, tap, tap. So I know the top two cards are bad, so let's Stream of Thought myself. Shuffle in Ideas Unbound, Archaeomancer, and Ideas Unbound. Play Lorien Revealed. Okay, Reach Through Mist is excellent. So we do this, Splice, Splice. Running a little low on time. Preordain is huge, so let's Preordain. Dispel and High Tide. Put that on the bottom. Another High Tide I will bottom as well, actually. Ponder 7. Alright, let's Ponder. Okay, I will Peer Through Depths here. I believe this is mana positive. Because I have 2 High Tides, so each one of these is 1 for 3. So I'm spending 4 mana for 6 mana. There's our Ideas Unbound. Perfect. Eat. So this actually I don't even have to tap the last land here. This one. This one. This is really difficult actually. Untap, yes. Oh, okay. I think we're doing it, because now I get to go another High Tide. And I could just Ponder first. Ideas Unbound is perfect. Shuffle, no. I can Merchant Scroll to shuffle away those lands. Merchant Scroll will grab another High Tide. Yeah. Play High Tide. Okay. We got a lot of mana now. Splice. Splice. Untap. Untap. Reach Through Mists. Splice. Splice. Untap. Untap. Then I can Ponder. These are all perfect, actually. Shuffle, no. Play this. Splice. Splice. Preordain. Bottom the Dizzy Spell. I'll just top the Dispel. I think I can now just go for the Archaeomancer win with Dispel backup. This will get back wherever the Ghostly Flicker is. Then we just start flickering this, and we win that way. Dispel. And I'm not going to talk very much because I need to go fast. Okay, we did a lot of that. I need to grab Muddle the Mixture. Then I can Stream of Thought them for a bunch. I need to replicate this 12 times, I think. Let me do the math. I need to replicate this 13 times. Of course, it makes you click through literally all of this for some reason. Same targets for all of them. So they're decked out. It is a little annoying when people try to go to clock. I mean, it kind of makes sense I'm so low on clock. Okay. Last turn. Wow. Literally 3 seconds left. I was playing a little bit too cautiously, so what I was trying to do, it's hard to narrate this while I'm playing, is have Muddle the Mixture up on their upkeep in case there's something they can do. I think I'm playing too cautiously, and just milling them is often a win. So 3 seconds is pretty close. I'll see you next round. Okay, Cryomancer. We're on the play, which is huge with this deck. Yeah, adding the cantrips makes this deck so much better. I almost want to add more. Like, I've never been mad when I just Like, hey, I have a preordain because it just cycles for anything else when you need it. Like this case, I could put both of these on the bottom. Pretty happy to not draw two ghostly flickers. Plains is a good sign. I love seeing this. We don't know exactly what deck they're in, but typically these tend to be good matchups. Also, this is gross. What do I merchant scroll for? Is it just a third high tide? Probably. This could be a turn 3, depending on what I draw. I don't need to go turn 3, but it could be. I'm not exactly sure what white decks can do. I don't think Reprieve is in Pauper. What is this? Connives? Okay, so it like loots and then you discard Prismatic Strands. This just prevents damage, so I don't do anything with that. I think they're dead. I think they're very, very dead. I put you on the bottom! What do you want from me? I'm gonna wait a turn. Getting another land drop will be nice. I don't know exactly what their deck does. But like every draw step I take, every land step I make is just so much value. Oh, I just realized Ghostly Flicker gets around land destruction. That's actually a useful thing to know. I take 4 here. They gotta be doing something artifact related, I would think. Another island. I wanna wait one more turn. Might regret it, but like this is basically drawing 2 cards. It's like casting a free Ancestral, because Ancestral costs 1 mana, or 1 card to add 3. So you're +2. So by waiting 2 turns, casting a free Ancestral Recall. Whenever equipped creature attacks, put a counter on it and tap up to 1 creature defending player controls. That card's kind of sick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, this is the last turn that I have. But that's okay. I'm valiant effort. If I miss on cards, you know, we could have an issue, but there's a lot of lands. We get to go high tide, high tide, high tide. Ghostly Flicker my stuff. Lorien revealed. Wow. Okay. Reach through mists, place this. Place this. Okay, peer through depths is a good sign. I guess I could draw another high tide here, so we'll just tap like this. Peer through depths, splice like this, and like this. This will grab another peer through depths. Do this again. I'm holding this land in hand in case I like need to dizzy spell for brainstorm. Yeah, it's precarious. I might have to dizzy spell for brainstorm here. I mean, this is a ton of mana as well. I don't think it's enough to kill them. It might be. Oh, Archaeomancer I think is just lethal. Good thing I waited. Play Archaeomancer. Grab Ghostly Flicker. And then we do the loop. Okay, so I just have to make sure this is 20. I have 23. Super lethal. Okay, Dizzy Spell, Transmute, or Stream of Thought. So we'll just tell them this is infinite mana. I will mill you with Stream of Thought. And hopefully they concede, but if they don't, I'll see you on the other side. Oh my gosh, we got a good opponent. I love you, Cryomancer. Thank you. Woo. Okay. This looks like a terrible matchup for them. I genuinely don't even know what white decks can do. Maybe they bring in like Relic. So I will bring in these two. I don't need Giga Drowse. And Petals of Insight gives me just another like free win basically. I like Snap more than Ghostly Flicker. So Dizzy Spell can still grab Stream of Thought. Do I need 2 copies? Basically the thing I'm concerned is like they could exile it somehow. I don't know how they could exile it though. I think we're fine with 1. I don't know what a white deck does. Just kills me fast. This hand is a little awkward. Uh, it's pretty slow. Ghostly Flicker's fine. I'll keep. 2 Peer Through Depths can basically be anything, and we want lands. Ah, I see you. Judging my familiars. Lunark Veteran. Gain some life. Don't care about that. Unless they have like an Ajani's Pride Mate. So I can Merchant Scroll. That's a lot of land. I'm not going to Merchant Scroll here. I might Peer Through Depths on their turn. They can Judge's Familiar the Peer. Or I could just wait. It depends on really like how aggressive they're looking. Raven Inspector isn't too scary. I mean, I'm taking, this damage adds up. Okay. A lot of, this is so many 1-drop dudes. Holy cow. Uh, this is 5. I think I do Peer Through Depths here. They can counter it if they want. Okay, they just let that go through. We'll grab High Tide. Okay. This is disgusting. Merchant Scroll. Gonna grab a High Tide. Got 2 High Tides. Now, I know the Archaeomancers were on the bottom, but I shuffled them back. If we draw Archaeomancer, we win the game. Because we go High Tide, Archaeomancer, High Tide. And that's 3 High Tides, and then Ghostly Flicker, Archaeomancer is infinite. So we'll see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so their deck just races, I guess. Florian Revealed. That's pretty good. Can I just win this turn? They're all tapped out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They'd have to add 5 damage to their board next turn, which I don't think they can do. Florian Revealed plus Peer Through Depths is probably enough to get there. Is there any reason not to just High Tide? This is where, like, playing the deck more would help. I don't particularly feel like there's something better than just getting another High Tide here. That doesn't do it. I'm not exactly sure, like, is this deck good in the metagame? It doesn't seem that great. Oh, am I dead? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold up. I think I'm dead. Oh, the hubris is so funny. I'm just dead. Okay, good to know. Okay, now I like the deck. I could have won last turn, that's on me. So this is like pretty rough. But we gotta do what we gotta do. High Tide. So much greed. Yeah, I'm just dead. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe I'm taking 12 here. Yeah, okay. Well played. I needed them to like sack the bird to counter it. Okay, now I know what their deck does. It's just a race. So we want to maximize our chances of racing, and I think that's what this does. I don't think I need this card. It is a draw card, actually. Yeah, it's a draw 3. Okay, so this is just race the white deck. Go first. This is pretty bad, but like I would keep this if it had 3 lands because this deck really wants 4 lands. The 4 lands makes this combo so easy. Archaeomancer also does make loops more possible. This again is just deck build like pilot skill. If I knew what my opponent's deck was, I would know they had an Anthem, and that is makes their deck make way more sense. Ideas Unbound is incredible here. Let's pass turn. Okay. The Fisher of Skies. Bouncing the Clue is so sick. I've never seen that done. It makes so much sense here, though. Okay. So I can reach through Mist, Psychic Puppetry on the core Skyfisher just to, like, save a little bit of damage. Actually, I can even block with Archaeomancer. Inspector, you got it. Okay. So we tap you. Actually, they have a lot of 2-drops. I'll just prevent the immediate damage. This is guaranteed. I could tap a planes and prevent them from deploying more stuff. Yes, I want to tap this. Sure. That's actually quite relevant because I have Archaeomancer, surprisingly. So I'm gonna transmute this Muddle the Mixture. And this will grab... I need a High Tide. So, Merchant Scroll. Last turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. Yeah. You know what? I take it back. Their deck is sick. Down to 12. They could just go like Inspector, Inspector, and kill me next turn. Okay. So, cycle this. Grab an island. I taught off the top. Okay. I don't think there's a reason to like risk anything here. So we're just gonna go for it. High Tide. I got way too greedy last turn. That's not gonna happen again. Merchant Scroll. High Tide. So this will be Merchant Scroll. High Tide with this, I'll have 1 here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's plenty. Grab High Tide. Play it. Then we get to Ideas Unbound, Splice Puppetry here. Easy ability, yes. So that's 7. This taps for 3 right now. If I Merchant Scroll for another High Tide, let me think this through. I'm pretty sure I have the win. I just have to figure out how to get there. I have 7 mana. This taps for 3. I need 1 more High Tide to be able to win, but I also need a Ghostly Flicker. So I can Merchant Scroll for Ghostly Flicker, but then I can't... I need to like Archaeomancer or a High Tide here to get there. 7 mana. Merchant Scroll for High Tide. Play High Tide. 1 plus 4 will just be 5 mana. Psychic Puppetry will add 2, put me up to 7. But that's not enough because I can just Archaeomancer Merchant Scroll. So I don't think I can do that. I need to tell my opponent. Sorry, this is complicated. I need to figure out how to play this deck. I can Merchant Scroll for High Tide. Play it. Petals of Insight plus Puppetry is 6 mana, and I'll get 3 back. So, okay. I can play Merchant Scroll, go down to 2. Play High Tide, go down to 1. That's 3. And then this will tap for 4. 7 down to 6. What is it? Wait, why does this math? Oh, yeah, because that costs 2, so I can't quite do that. I can Petals of Insight Psychic Puppetry here. It'll effectively be a 3 mana draw 3, and I'll go down to 4 mana. I think that's the play, though. No, I would not like to put those on the bottom. Okay, and now we just do the thing. I can Ideas Unbound. Actually, I think I want to reach through Mists first. Splicing this, just get some mana up. Now I have 5. Still a little awkward. Let's Ideas Unbound, splicing this. Quite awkward. 5, let's ponder. Okay, this is great. Put on top, put on top, put on top. Shuffle no. High Tide. Ooh, okay. Peer through depths. Splice Puppetry. Did I do this right? Peer through depths. Splice Puppetry. And I want to grab Ideas Unbound, I think. I mean, Reach Through Mist is also pretty good, but I'll grab Ideas Unbound. Untap. Okay. Now I get to Ideas Unbound again. Splice this. Tap yes. So I have 6 mana. I can ponder. Don't shuffle. Merchant Scroll. Grab another Puppetry. Like Reach Through Mists. Puppetry. Puppetry. Okay. Then we get to Ideas Unbound, Puppetry, Puppetry. This is where the mana really starts compounding. Okay. Now I can finally win. I can play an Archaeomancer. Archaeomancer will grab Muddle the Mixture. Do I have my win con? I don't. Do I have Dizzy Spell? I also don't. I'll just grab Ideas Unbound here. So let's attempt a Ghostly Flicker. Okay. That gives me infinite mana, so now we're pretty safe. Ten. Just do it like 1 or 2 more times here. Play a second Archaeomancer. And that's just like super lethal here. They reach through mists. Puppetry, puppetry. Okay. Peer through depths. Puppetry and puppetry. Grab peer through depths. Peer through depths. Puppetry and puppetry. Okay, Dizzy Spell is good enough. Okay, I'm gonna Ghostly Flicker these two. This is gonna grab Ghostly Flicker. This is gonna grab High Tide. We're gonna get a lot of mana if opponent's not gonna concede. High Tide. Ghostly Flicker these two. This is gonna grab Ghostly Flicker. This is gonna grab High Tide. High Tide. Let's get some mana back. Get some High Tide stuff going. Play High Tide. Play Ghostly Flicker. They conceded. Well played, opponent. See you all next round. Hey, I just wanted to take this moment to mention I created a card game called Algomancy, and there's thousands of people playing it all over the world now, having a great time. If you're interested in any way joining the community, playing with all these people, joining the Discord, getting a copy for yourself, you can just go check the link in the description. It'll take you to algomancy.io. You can either go get the game, read more about the game, or you can enter the Discord, come hang out with all of us. We're running games constantly, so just go check it out. Otherwise, just enjoy the video. All right, we're playing against Bahia Khan M. Let's go first. Yeah, keep this hand. It's got stuff. Go island, probably almost guaranteeingly. Uh-oh. Okay. Cycle this. So we want to hit land drops. The Dizzy Spell here is pretty nice for Giga Trials, but I really, really want to hit land drops with this deck. Okay, that's perfect. I can Merchant Scroll now. High Tide is a little suspicious against their deck in particular. They can Ninja. Okay, it's the bad Ninja, although honestly this is still a clock, so don't love it. Replay the Fairy Seer. Ponder. Let's ponder first, because I can grab something, like just a High Tide. Yeah. Don't shuffle. We grab High Tide, then I cycle for Lorien Revealed here for an island and play it. The cantrips in this deck are very nice. I'm actually quite happy with them. Okay, so they're just going for Ninja here. That's interesting. Pretty sure I can just win on my turn. They only have 1 mana up currently. Do they main deck Dispel? End step. Okay, we'll see what happens. I draw a land. I think this is the time to go for it. I have Peer Through Depths. I guess that's it. I could wait 1 turn, but then they're going to have so much mana available. I don't think they run Dispel in the main deck. Let's find out. Oh, but if I high tide, then they have counterspell available. See, that's the tricky part that you don't think about. uh, Interesting. Yeah, if I high tide, they can tap for 2 and counterspell me, which is very clever by them. And all I have is Peer Through Depths. I think I'm better off waiting a turn. They played that. This deck being able to go off at instant speed would be so sick, by the way. But Ideas Unbound is like too strong. So I think I will Peer Through Depths, play Psychic Puppetry to tap down the ninja. They do run Spell Pierce. Okay. That's actually quite rough. So I take 5. They run Fairy Seer. So I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might have missed my window. I think that was the time to go for it, the previous turn. I high tide, they spell pierce it. I high tide and then pay the spell pierce. I have a ton of mana. Yeah, not a lot I can do here. Another island. Okay. I can transmute this. The awkward part, I have like infinite mana, but I need card draw. I think Brainstorm is probably my best bet. Reach Through Mist goes pretty deep. Or Peer Through Depths, right? Oh, I can't get that. Brainstorm is probably my best bet. I just need them to not have a counterspell somehow. Very unlikely. Take a bunch of damage. Yeah, my hand just didn't work out this game. Okay, I like them spending mana to draw more cards though. Okay, end of turn, nothing. Cool, let's do it. That is a terrible draw. High Tide. High Tide. They have Counterspell. I will Brainstorm and Concede. Okay. Definitely Giga Drowsing. And we can get rid of... I think I can go down to 1 Archaeomancer. This matchup isn't about Archaeomancer Ghostly Flickers. Snap's pretty bad in this matchup. Can bring in a Dispel and do it like that. This is a very tough matchup. Okay. I have Giga Drowse, double High Tide. I mean, this hand is all the stuff. It's missing the card draw, just like last time. Okay, turn 1. Ponder. These extra cantrips are huge. High Tide Island Peer Through Depths. So, we put this on top. Put this on top. Put this on top. Not shuffle. Draw the island. Next turn I can Peer Through Depths. I can take High Tide if I need to. I mean, 3 High Tide is bonkers. Do I just try and go for it here? I don't think I can. I literally don't think I can. Yeah, let's Peer Through Depths. Wow. Okay. Let's grab a Ponder. Really want to hit my land drop next turn. They almost certainly have a ninja turn 2. Yep. It's the scary one. They are tapped out. If I draw a land, like, Dispel. Okay, Dispel makes me feel a little bit more confident here. Let's Ponder, try and hit a land. Archaeomancer, Island, Island. Okay, well, we have Island here. I don't love them hitting me with the ninja. Next turn, I'm going to transmute Giga Drowse. Or Dizzy Spell, because I don't want to draw Archaeomancer. I'm looking for an Ideas Unbound, really. Play the Fairy. Island. Transmute. I have 2 High Tides. I want all the rest of these cards that I have. So I probably do just grab a Preordain, given what I have. Yeah. And I kind of think I can Preordain here. If they, I mean, they could Spell Stutter this. That would be pretty devastating, actually. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to wait. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to wait and just the reason I wanted to Preordain there is so I can hit more land drops. But I think if I wait and then I can Preordain with Dispel, it's okay. Yeah, I'm supposed to wait. Florian Revealed. That one's pretty good. I feel like it's enough to try and go for it, so we can just Giga Drowse them and hope for the best. I'm not well versed in this matchup. I think this is a very like it would take a lot of practice to learn how to play High Tide around this. Take my damage. And guess I Giga Drowse now. Replicate 3 times. So I'm targeting the one on the left. This one. This one. This one. So the way to play around Giga Drowse, for those wondering, they can use counter magic to counter individual copies of Giga Drowse to get 1 mana back, basically. Yeah, like that. I can F6 through here. So they have 1 mana up, which could become more, especially if they draw a land. Like if they play land here, it's kind of rough. Yeah. Okay, Merchant Scroll. So we go High Tide. They have Spell Stutter Sprite. This is not a fairy. This spell can't counter that. Yeah, it's pretty rough. I need a counter spell in the deck that can counter Spell Stutter Sprite specifically, if this is going to be a common matchup. Because if I dispel here, I'm in such good shape. Let me High Tide again. But I don't think... Yeah, I can't do that, so you got me. Yeah, we're just dead. Right? I Merchant Scroll for High Tide. Yeah, I'm just dead. See you next round. All right, we're playing against Viz. I don't know. We're going first. We love going first with this deck. I hate this hand. Got to mulligan that. Ugh. Honestly, I'm gonna keep this, but this hand's terrible. But it has all the pieces. It has High Tide. It has Peer Through Depths. It has Snap Muddle the Mixture. Like, I just have to hit lands, and you gotta hope. I don't think you can really, like, do better on 5. Okay, this is a burn deck, so I need to just hit a land here and we're good. Okay, I mean, it's good. just a land. I think 1 land and I can do the thing. Okay. Okay. I have Muddle the Mixture. I have Peer Through Depths, which can hopefully hit another land. I have double High Tide. This is the Madness deck, I guess. Looting. I wonder if I'm supposed to Muddle the Mixture Faithless Looting. I don't think so, but I'm guessing it's insane in their deck. Yeah. They have blood tokens still, so it's like, I don't know. They could have done this anyway, but it would have really slowed their turn down. Faithless Looting is gross. So 2/2, so I take 4 here down to 10. I could be dead like next turn. The fast deck for sure. Okay, Peer Through Depths. Yeah, Lorien Revealed. That's a lot of Lorien Revealeds on the bottom. What are you doing? Okay, can I win this turn? I don't think so. And they kill me this turn. It's 10 damage. They have to do 6, and that's basically 2 lightning bolts, which is fairly easy. I'm gonna go High Tide, High Tide. I've done this a lot, so I'll have 4 mana. If I snap, that's gonna be spend 2 to make 6. So it's +4, so I'll have 8 mana. And then I have Merchant Scroll, Lorien Revealed, and Muddle the Mixture. If I wait a turn, it's like way easier. Like so much easier. Let me do the math. High Tide, High Tide. 2 active High Tides. 1 mana floating, 3 from the island, so that'll be 4. I tap 2, go down to 2. I snap the Kitchen Imp. And then I untap 2 lands. So now I'm up to 8. I can then play Lorien Revealed. I think I have to wait a turn. Yeah, I'm going to wait a turn here. And we're going to grab a High Tide. I don't know. I could go for it. Again, this is pilot skill. Like, just need more experience in the Pauper meta. If this deck reliably has lightning bolts to kill you, maybe this was a mistake. But I think I'm going to go to like 2. Okay, maybe I'm just dead. Yeah, okay, I'm just dead. Calculated risk. Made a mistake. Blue Blast for sure. Giga Drowse out. Ghostly Flicker we don't really need. Can cut a Preordain or 2. Yeah, should have just gone for it. That was just inexperience with the deck. Really, against my opponent's deck, I probably could have won. It's like, if I went for it there, I would say I probably have a 50% chance of winning. If I wait a turn, I have like 100% chance of winning. So it felt right to me, but clearly was wrong. This hand's good. I think I've been drawing pretty well. High Tide, Puppetry, Puppetry. That is a lot of puppetry. I mean, I will not run out of mana, but I think I have to shuffle this actually. As much as I wanted the High Tide, I can't draw two more puppetries. Oh, okay. This seems like a tough matchup. I haven't like consistently found a way to deal with duress. Because they're gonna have duress and red elemental blast. But I'm hitting land drops. All you can really ask for. Can't duress a land. Okay, more land. I mean, I just get to Archaeomancer back at High Tide, I guess. And I'm just gonna F6. Actually, I think I will. No, I'm gonna F6. I want to keep the Reach Through Mist Psychic Puppetry trick for any red sources. That way I can play on like a red blast. Or honestly, tap the Carnarium will buy me so much time. Okay, play this. I put you guys on the bottom. What are you doing? Grab the High Tide. Grab the prize. This is probably just going to do a bunch of damage to me. I don't know exactly what's happening, but we'll find out. This does 3, I think. Oh, jeez. Yeah. A lot of damage. Down to 11. They have 6 cards in hand. They kill the Archaeomancer. Okay. Archaeomancer was a High Tide that gained me 3 life. Not too mad about that. Stream of Thought. I'm at 9. Okay. Now that I know their deck has a ton of burn stuff, I think I probably have to try and go for this. Put this here. Put this here. It's not like a very high likelihood play, but this is 7. So Merchant Scroll for High Tide is going to cost this. Effectively cost 1 mana. We'll be down to 6. I do have to double Psychic Puppetry, but I think that's fine. Merchant Scroll. Is there anything I can do that's better than another High Tide? I can get Snap on the Kitchen Imp. Getting Snap makes any Archaeomancer immediately lethal. And there's still one in the deck. I think no, it doesn't, because I need 3 High Tides. Or wait, how many have I played? I think I've only played 1 High Tide this turn. Okay, I need another High Tide here. Then, yeah, I unfortunately have to do this thing. But I have 2 active High Tides now, so give me the goods. That's terrible. Alright, deck. We believe. Actually, I think given the direness of the situation, I will Stream of Thought to mill my opponent, and then I can put good cards on top. Archaeomancer, Reach Through Mists, Ponder. I don't actually want to draw High Tide in this specific spot. Okay, let's do those. This just makes it more likely that I draw the stuff that I want. Tap here and here. Yes and yes. Okay, we can grab probably Peer Through Depths. Yep, that digs the deepest. Cast and Splice. Another Peer Through Depths works. It is pretty unlikely to whiff on a Peer Through Depths. It can happen though. I need an Ideas Unbound. There we go. Oddly enough, Ideas Unbound is like more likely to whiff. This Splice. Okay, a little sketchy, but we're getting through the lands. Cast and Splice. Okay, we win. Didn't matter. I actually don't want to tap all that mana because I could draw High Tide here. So Ideas Unbound, Splice. This card is so insane. Like what? Who thought this was a good idea? Ideas Unbound. I need to tap 2 actually. Splice. And I win. think I need a high tide to actually win. I get to play land. Get to ponder. I'm actually gonna shuffle. Well, I can grab the ponder. Then I can peer through depths here. Dizzy spell I think does it. So let's grab that. Untap, untap. Let's see if I can just ponder into a high tide first. No. Take a reach through mists. Just makes it faster. Transmute this. Grab the last high tide. Play high tide. Alright, we get to start doing the stuff. I have Ghostly Flicker, so I have to Archaeomancer back this Stream of Thought. Then we just make a bunch of mana. So I have 22, 23. I'm gonna make a bunch of mana, come back when I'm done. Okay, opponent didn't want to concede, so we will Stream of Thought them, replicated 11. If I replicate 10 times, it'll mill for 44, so that's enough. And if they let this go through, I can see if they actually have Red Blast in their deck, which will be kind of nice. Okay, they have one. I don't know why they're showing me their deck. Okay, they have 5 cards in hand. Okay, we'll pass. If they burn me on their upkeep, that would be so rough, but they should have just told me that. Actually, I have Red Elemental Blast to stop that, so... Or, oh no, I don't. Okay. I have no hand. If you have 9 points of burn... Okay. Just concede, please! It wastes so much time. I think Blue Blasts, they had like 3 or 4 Pyroblasts, so... Oh, I want to add a Petals of Insight here. Cutting, Ponder. I hope that went through. I saw they had a Nihil Spell Bomb. Petals of Insight just gets around that super easily. You don't necessarily need it, like you can just get a bunch of mana, but Petals makes it, like, nice. We'll see if it actually went through. That's a lot of high tides. Keep this. Okay, so I should have won round 1 if I had played properly. We'll see what happens. I might win this 3 times. Now that I know that they can kill me. Epicure, you got it. It feels like... Whoa. You can't just do damage with lands? Is that allowed? You know what we're grabbing. Hopefully they don't have duress. Red Blast, I don't have an answer to yet. Looting, you got it. Okay. Burn to the face, I don't mind. This is so much better than Kitchen Imp, which would be 2 and then 2, it's 4 overtime. Feels like their hand is pretty weak, actually. Especially if they bounce... Okay, they're bouncing the untapped land, which tells me they have something expensive to play, which I don't love. Why is it telling me this? Okay, I have 10 minutes to win. Merchant Scroll for high... I have the win next turn if they don't do anything too spooky. Highway Robbery is fine. They just discard a mountain? Okay. I love seeing another Epic here. If they have no plays, mountain. No! That's gotta be a Pyroblast. Okay, well. Do I have enough? I think because I have the Pyroblast here, I can wait one more turn. Because I can... What's gonna happen is I'm gonna High Tide. They're gonna Pyroblast. I'm gonna Pyroblast back. High Tide will resolve. I'm gonna tap this for High Tide. And then... Oh, actually I just win. Okay, never mind. Let's not play scared. High Tide. Oh. Or that happens, and I just like super win here. High Tide. Ideas Unbound. Splice Puppetry. Splice Puppetry. Yes. Yes. This is going to be a pretty quick win, I think, because I need a 3rd High Tide to go infinite. So let's Lorien Revealed first. Okay, well, there's the High Tide to go infinite. 4, so we go High Tide. We can Ghostly Flicker our lands to get some mana. Then plenty of mana here, so I just get to Archaeomancer, grab Ghostly Flicker, start doing the thing. Okay, my goodness, they conceded. Thank you so much, opponent. Well, that league went well. 4-1, very nearly the trophy. Round 2, I played poorly, and I just don't quite know the fairies matchup. The spell starter, the particular thing that I need to figure out is uh Dispel doesn't counter spell starter sprite. If Dispel countered spell starter sprite, I win at least that one round. So we need an answer that deals with the sprite. Otherwise, this deck feels very unbeatable, and play it while you can, because not only is it really strong, it takes forever. So like, that is the combination of things that leads to such a bad gameplay experience for your opponents. So I'm predicting it will be banned pretty quickly, although I don't know how long Pauper committee takes. We'll see what happens. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.